Hi, it's Lorna from the Australian Tapping Institute. Great to be here with you once again. Now, if you are a practitioner, a coach, someone who does what we call trading time for money, so for the hours that you spend, that's the amount of money that you receive from clients, what can often happen is, and what generally will happen with people, you'll actually get to a level of a ceiling. You'll get to a space where you physically don't have any more hours either to give, or you don't have any more hours that you actually emotionally can give or physically can give. So what we do with our practitioners is, in our training, we teach them a way to be able to step through the boundary, to step through that ceiling, to know what you should and should not be charging. So more often than not, people will charge less than what they are worth, or less than what their time for money value is worth. And I want to step you through a really cool tool that we use to help our new students and who become graduates to be able to really connect with how much they're going to charge per hour for their sessions, how congruent they are with that. So how does it feel when they express that? Because when you're a coach, a practitioner, or some sort of healer, some sort of therapist, where you're trading time for money, the only way that you can generally increase your income is to either branch out into some online work, branch out into some group work, which is leveraging your time, or increase your hourly rate, because the hours that you have aren't about to change necessarily. So what we start with is, say if you are somebody who charges, we'll start really easy, $50 an hour. What I want you to be able to do is say, I charge $50 an hour. And feel in your body where you may experience that. There may be a twinge in your tummy, a pull in your chest, a little bit of something in your throat. If you can say $50 really easy, fantastic. How about $60 an hour? Where do you feel that in your body? $60 an hour. I charge $60 an hour. You need to be really congruent and able for that to slide off your tongue like you believe it, because otherwise the person you are telling is not going to believe it either. So you get to 65, $70 an hour, $75 an hour, and you'll start to feel a something in your body. For you, it may be lots higher. I find for our graduates, it sits somewhere between sort of that $50 and $80 per hour mark. So we're going to play in there. So say you topped out at $80. Say when you say I charge $80 an hour, your voice faltered, you may have had a little bit of twinge in your throat, you may have had a tightness in your chest, your tummy may have flipped over. You will have a something, your body will tell you, and your throat and your voice will tell you, I don't feel congruent with this, I don't believe this. The person you're telling this to isn't going to believe you either. So let's just do some really quick tapping, because obviously that's what we do best, is tapping. Even though I falter at what I'm going to charge, choose to love and accept who I am. Even though I stumble over the number, I'm going to choose to love and accept who I am. Even though the idea of having higher prices makes me a bit stressed, I am going to choose to love and accept who I am. Now what I want you to do is to tap with your number. So say we topped out at $80. I charge $80 an hour. I charge $80 an hour. I do charge $80 an hour. I charge $80 an hour. I am worth $80 an hour. My skills are worth $80 an hour. The change or transformation is worth $80 an hour. I charge $80 an hour. I do charge $80 an hour. It's exactly what I should be charging. I'm very comfortable charging that. I feel it's a good exchange for my time and skills. I charge $80 an hour. I charge $80 an hour. Now what you then check back in with your body. I charge $80 an hour. What else is coming up for you? Is there another twinge? Or is another pull? Is there something else going on in your body? Or when we were doing the tapping, did another little voice say something to you? Did you have a voice in your head that was as if, you can't do that, oh yes, but? What else came up for you while you were doing that? If you did have a little voice come in your head that had something, negative to say, they generally don't say positive stuff when we're trying to resolve some issues. What was the voice? What was the words? What was the emotion? What came up? and do some tapping on that. Now, if you get to $80 an hour and you're really comfortable with that, fantastic. If you're charging, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, whatever you're charging under that, your next client gets charged $80 an hour. And you go, what are my fees? My fees are $80 an hour. That's what I charge. You need to say that congruent. You need to have it flow off the tongue. There needs to be no faltering in your body, because then your clients are going to feel that and know that. You are better off to start at a lower rate than to put yourself in a position of a higher rate where you're going to repel customers because they're just not going to feel it. Most clients will book in for your certainty. They will book in for your knowledge and your skills and how certain you are that you can help them. They're not going to book in because of, I charge X dollars and I don't feel congruent with it. I hope that makes plenty of sense to you. Continue the march up to where you feel is a really good rate for your services. You may get to 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, whatever it is for you. If you practice that and do the tapping on it and practice testing with your body, you'll be able to get your fees to a really, really good rate of return for your time when you're in your practice. So, Lorna Hollinger from the Australian Tapping Institute. I will see you on the next video. Now, be sure to connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and at the australiantappinginstitute.com.au, and we will see you on the next video.